Moving on to, I think, one of the most intense session, which was Brooke and Rita. Brooke is out of control. I mean, we see that she's sneaking alcohol and drinking alcohol during sessions. She's putting it in the vitamin water. She's doing that.
You think it was in there? I thought she just put it in after.
I don't.
Or maybe it's kind of foreshadowing, letting us know she's capable of doing that.
Yeah, and if nothing else, even if she's not, the scene in which Rita makes her line up all her bottles, and I mean in a week time, she has enough consumption that would last like a bar on a weekend. She's, I mean, she is losing it and making every excuse to say that she doesn't want to get the help.
Yeah.
She's saying that, you know, it's her child, it's her father. We see her throw the ashes. So it's like she's looking for all of these different sort of, well, I don't want to say excuses because they are reasons, but she's not handling it well. But I want to just cut to the chase, the real part that's scary. She is asking Rita as her sponsor to no longer be her sponsor, but to be her friend. What's going on? How do you think this is going to play out?
I think it's the alcohol talking. I think, you know, and I don't do substance abuse work, but I think Rita's character is right that you're speaking from a place of the alcohol. It's very selfish. This is what I need right now. Be here for me. I need my friend, but I want you to co-sign on what I'm either co-sign on it or look the other way, and that's not going to serve her in her sobriety. It is not going to serve Rita well in her own sobriety. So I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair and selfish. Rita outlines what she's supposed to do. You know, I've gone through the steps. If my sponsee, you know, my person relapses, this is what I'm supposed to do, and I think she needs to follow that. You know, and I don't know that there are rules like don't get so close and become friends. I mean, 10 years is a long time to not be friends. I don't know what the rules are. So there may be somebody who's in recovery that says, you know, well, no, they should have never been friends. It should have strictly been business. Because the way did they take vacations together?
Yeah,
they were there.
family.
You know, at a certain point, Brooke was her confidant. It may be through divorce and all those kinds of things. So I don't know if the lines were already blurred, which wouldn't be unusual given that you're seeing Brooke blur lines now. You know, has she used this relationship in a way that it wasn't intended? You know, and with her background, her intelligence, her psychologist background, did she pervert the relationship to begin with? And now Rita's in this spot of like, gosh, what do I do? But I think it's the alcohol. I think it's the nature of what her issues are. And Rita needs to run as far as her legs will take her and as fast because she's going to pull her down too.
I'm glad you brought that up because it was something very interesting. Did you guys notice, and I'm pointing to you guys in the meeting, that when that episode ends and Brooke and Rita steps outside, the camera blurs. Is to me, that's a sign, and this is the English side of me because we're always looking for different types of elements in what they do. I noticed that when they stepped outside, that the screen begins to become very blurred, which to me foreshadows that their relationship is about to be go outside the boundaries and actually become blurred. I'm just going to say this. It appears to me it's going to be impossible for Rita to be her friend, Brooke's friend, if she's still drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work with alcohol in the presence. And because it like you said before, it puts Rita in danger. I also feel that Brooke, as a psychologist, is using her psychology to manipulate Rita into forging this sort of relationship that ignores the damage to her health. So, and she's talking about, well, what if I just be fun time? It's okay. No, it's not okay. Because what you're drinking to escape is hurting. And I've grown up with addicts, especially even in my family. Sobriety is hard, and you have to do this every day. This is not something that you walk away with, because chances are you step back into that addiction, it becomes worse. Yeah. So I love this character because and I love this sort of relationship, because I think a lot of people are dealing with this, especially when we're talking about in a COVID world, like how are people dealing with pain? So with that being said, we want to go to you guys as viewers and say, write in the comments any questions that you guys have, or any thoughts on our review, or what you think. Was Lila, do you hate Eliando like I did?
Eladio.
Eladio.
You don't even know his name.
Yeah, that's how much I hate him. That's how much I hate him. Can Colin turn it around? Can somebody help Aunt Via's sister, Grandma Rhonda, to ease up on this girl, Lila? And can Rita and Brooke have a relationship knowing that it still crosses the line into addiction? So y'all let us know in the comments and that sort of thing. Y'all catch us again on the flip side, or when we're going into week 5 on In Treatment. All right, again, this is Dr. J.
And Dr. K.
All right, and we out. Peace.